look like the techno Viking. Anyone remember the video? Do you remember it?
Yeah. He's just ragging Loftbrook, lad. Do you know ragging Loftbrook?
Mate, my hair's well long now. I always keep it tucked up, lad. I look like one of the Smurfs in a minute.
That is very long, actually.
Yeah.
It looks... Go like that. Go lift it right up.
I look like one of the fucking minions, don't I?
No, lad. You look like them little mad trolls from years ago. Remember them ones? I swear.
Hello, you beautiful people. Listen, if you enjoy watching our podcast, we are on Patreon, and that's patreon.com/What's Happening Pod. You get to see a lot more of us, and obviously, you're helping support us in what we're doing. Matty, what can they expect on the Patreon?
And if you just don't want to wait for the release of the public episode, you get early access to all public episodes at least 48 hours before. And not only that, you can get a minimum of 2 exclusive Patreon episodes a month. Obviously, if you've got the time available, we'll throw a third and a fourth in. But don't get fucking greedy, alright? Don't be getting greedy. Also, already on there, in the back catalogue, there's a few Patreon specials where the lads gone out with cameras. We've had a laugh. We've gone to Ninja Warrior where I folded Bobby in half. We went to the driving range where Danny deep-throated the fucking 3 wood and was in bits. It was fantastic. What else, Dan?
Yeah, so the Patreon, basically, as Bobby said earlier, it's another way for you to support us in what we're doing, more so than you already do. But it's an easier way for you to get in touch with us as well. So if you want to have some input in the content that's getting produced on the Patreon, you subscribe to the Patreon and you can message us directly on there, and one of us 4 will see it. We will respond and we'll take what you're saying into account. You're getting the backlog of the specials that are already there, and there's going to be at least one a month coming every month from now on. You're getting a minimum of 2 Patreon exclusive episodes a month, which you will only see if you're on the Patreon and the early access. You're getting all that bundled in, and it's £4 a month. So if that's something you want to see, you want to get more involved, you like us and you want to see more of us, patreon.com/What's Happening Pod, link down in the description. We love you. Hello and welcome back. Episode 47 of the What's Happening podcast. Bobby, who are you wearing today, son?
I'm wearing Technicals, if you haven't noticed, Dan.
I haven't noticed.
Thank you, Technicals, for the free regouts.
Follow at Technicals brand on Instagram. Put them on the screen now. Here we go.
I had mine on, but it pissed me kecks in it, so I had to change them.
But Gary, the waterproof.
Not on the inside. It doesn't let the water out. That's how good they are.
That's how good they are.
Who've you got in the studio, Dan?
We are joined today by bodybuilder Connor Page. Connor, how are you doing, fella?
Sweet as a nut, you know.
Thank you for coming down, lads. Good to have you here, mate. Good to have you here.
Sweet as a yellow mini egg.
What have you been up to lately? Have you been just building bodies?
Building bodies, lads. Nah, to be honest, right, I done my last show about 7 months ago, which I won, fucking smashed it. Told you I'd do it. Right. I ended up winning it, and then since then I've literally just sort of like gone more into health related shit, and then doing like me naked butler business and stuff like that. So
sorry, say that again.
Sorry,
say that again.
We did. Go on, tell me more.
Well, he scrans a mini egg.
Just take buckles down.
Right. So as you don't know, like there's mad stories in it. I'm a Tourette'S syndrome naked butler.
Okay.
Ginger cunt.
Oh yeah,
sexy. You're supposed to answer.
All right, kettle pot black, kettle black.
Isn't it?
I've been racist about kettles.
Yeah.
Pot called the kettle ginger.
Ginny's on the
all right. Pot called the kettle on chemo over there. Look at him.
I've got hair and loads of it, lad.
Only on your fucking barney.
So explain.
Go ahead.
Naked butler. How did that work?
How did that come about? When did that start?
So,
did you wake up one day and go, do you know what? I'm going to get my dick out?
Nah, do you know what? It's mad. This like so years ago, I used to see someone, and she was dancing, and she said to me, "Oh, you should be a naked butler." I was like, "What the fuck's this?"
Yeah.
I was like, "It's a bit bizarre. I don't really want to get my cock out." So then I was like, ponder with it, and he was some fella in no called Big Gay Dave. That's his actual.
Is that like on his birth certificate? Yeah?
BGD, lad.
His license plate used to have BGD. Like, you know, I swear, lad.
Big Gay Dave.
Loveliest fella, absolute massive fella as well. And he was like, he was big into it, and he'd done it for years and years. And he was like, "Oh, I'll help you out getting on board and like give me the contacts and that." And then it started off from there, and it's just been the weirdest business.
Explain it to me. So do you clean people? Well, I don't.
So let's say you turn.
It doesn't actually go round. It's like a party.
You're going to a party that you're being hired to. But like, what's the process there?
Have you got your chopper out as well?
Nah, that's the one thing I don't have out.
Oh, okay.
My booty's out.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a little penny on.
Yeah.
Or a massive penny in his case.
Yeah, little one.
Covers it with a little dishcloth.
Yeah,
or
as
something.
long as it doesn't get too cold, I'm alright. Nah, but so basically, I'll rock up and he'll be like, I'll get an invite, and it'll be like a hen party, a divorce party. Believe it or not, they fucking exist. Yeah, maddest shit you've ever heard of, right?
A divorce party.
Divorce party,
My
right?
man would be flying in there.
That'd probably be more fun than the wedding party, though.
Nah, it's dangerous. It's scary.
Yeah,
Really?
Yeah,
Dangerous.
'cause I can become the victim. And
I was going to say, have you ever been close to being raped?
Oh, mate, multiple times.
Really, yeah?
Multiple.
Really?
You have no idea. Honest to God.
Vietnam
Yeah,
vet,
fucking
then.
hell.
You have no
He stands
idea.
with the Me Too
Flashback.
movement.
Like the end of Platoon, man. He's just getting
Yeah.
shot up in the
So,
field.
like,
Just
I've
with all
had-
ping pong balls
I've
out of
had
bears'
this
boxes.
one rough one, right? And this is why I'll never do houses again. Never.
Lock the door
Because,
on that.
mate, I got this invite and it was like brutal. And I was like, right, let's go.
Strap in.
Right. So I was like, all right then. So I'll get there. And I was training a lad to do it. And it was, I didn't know. I thought, oh yeah, you know, you'll have a laugh.
What
It's
happens?
a-
Get your clothes off.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
I
right.
was going to say, what's
Lad
that
flying,
saying?
smashed
Because you do like party games with them and stuff like that, and like
Okay.
sexy games. So he's like your fun entertainment host and that.
That's sick.
It is sick.
It's like on fucking Geordie Shore years ago where the woman used to fucking ring the little phone and go, right, you gotta go dance party.
Yeah.
And give like, you get the
Oh,
gay
is it like, oh, like that?
Yeah, it's sort
oh,
of
okay,
like
okay.
that. So I was teaching this lad, and it was
Scotty
his
G.
first time doing it. And I was like, he was a bit nervous, and I was like, don't worry, lads, you'll have a ball. Like, it's funny, do you know what I mean? Don't take anything serious. Get through the door, the front door, message them prior to just break in.
Just walking. Yeah.
Got a message, and he's like,
unit.
yeah, come in, get changed upstairs. And I was like, all right, then.
Big fucking pile of bugle on the bed.
Mate. So
Why
I
didn't you use just no bugle with the stress blown it everywhere?
blown all the
They'd be
candles out and everything. Someone's birthday cake doing.
Yeah, why didn't you want to make a bottle holding the birthday cake? She comes over, you just go, see you later, girl.
Here's your wish. So I walk in, and then he looks at me and goes, hey, Connor. And I was like, yeah. And he went, why does it say your 50th birthday party? I was like, oh, lad, you're in the deep end. I'm so sorry. I just knew what was coming, lad. He was just about to get a finger in the ass. I'm sure he sounds like fucking...
Menopause everywhere.
Sounds like Marge Simpson's fucking sisters. Everyone just sounds like them.
Oh, what do they call? I fucking
Patty and
hate them.
Selma, that was it. Right, every
hate
one
the
of
pair of
them
them
just
cunts.
had your smoker's voice.
Get your dick out. Alright.
Why are they all from Brooklyn?
Get your cock out, boy.
Right, so
I was told I'd come here and see a dick. Where's the dick?
Where's the cock?
Why is it always that?
right. So we go upstairs and that, and I was like, right, and we bounced down, and mate, one of them had hair like fucking Patty as well. She had like fucking hair, yeah, big ginger thing, right? And I can't say nothing like that.
Hot black.
Right. And
Our kettle's getting smashed today.
this the woman whose birthday it was, right? And it sounds so brutal. I don't even give a fuck. She looked like Jimmy Savile if he was 50 stone. Right, that's a spitting image.
Was it
Like,
Jabba the Hutt off Star Wars
Mate.
when he just sits in the fucking the room upstairs? Slug.
I mean, like, no, like fat shaming, but it was Jimmy Savile 50 stone and a woman.
That's more non-shaming, if
Yeah,
anything.
yeah.
But let that slide.
That's alright. I'm not a child.
I'm not a child.
But so
My mate
yeah.
sent me a Jimmy Savile gift today on my phone, and it just went, I've got an eye problem, and his eye was just spinning like that.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So these 50-year-old women.
Right, so I get in there and you have a little cocksock on to cover it. And I turn around, right, and she just goes, whoof, straight from the back. From the back. Mate, I was only pouring the champagne.
You've got forearm on Gooch at this point.
Mate, it was like a fucking Gary Coleman's forearm. Through my leg, pinched it, and I was like, oh shit. And before I knew it, I was like, what the fuck?
People knew it just everywhere.
So I'm shagging it.
Within deep. So
Champagne
I'm running
everywhere.
after it. I like as if I'm fucking
Running
LeBron.
after
I'm running after this fucking woman for me cocksock, right? Everything's swinging out the back ends, and I'm going, nah.
Like
can't
Temple
do this.
running bootle in it.
Right. Mate, it was awful. She jumps in a pool out the way. She had one of them little shitty jacuzzis she rented.
I was going to say, fucking
She-
hell, where was this? I
Mate,
wasn't
she
brutal.
bombed it. She went boof like fucking Preston Lacey from Jackass. Right, gets in. I'm thinking, oh, I can't really get in that. You know what I mean? Like I haven't got fucking nothing on anyway, so I jump in anyway. And I eventually got my sock off, and it was all wet. And I was like, oh, I can't put this on, mate. I swear to God, she would have had LeBron James off in a basketball event if she had the ball. I was like, this time to get round her. This time to get my sock back, mate. brutal. I
Was it
left.
the fat one?
Yeah.
Ah.
She could move, mate. There was power
like- she
in
was
them
Had that
carrying a
steps.
Tyson
fridge.
Fury
Mate.
footwear.
Yeah. She fucking started throwing jabs in there, tapping me back, tapping me head.
Thinking you with the shot.
Yeah, so I was like, oh, fuck this. And then everyone's like fucking coughers, smokers going, hey. I had one smacking me on the ass, but it wasn't like a normal smack. It was like Barry Bonds whacking a baseball bat. Nearly put me in Tesco.
Babe
That
Ruth.
is putting
Yeah,
it-
Babe Ruth. Yeah. And I was like, right,
pure fucking
fist.
everywhere.
Chuck Norris. Would have
Chuck
had-
Norris everywhere.
Big cement hands on
Yeah,
it.
yeah. I was walking like J-Lo with one cheek. Like this. And I was like, fuck this, we're going. We bounced out. And, sorry, just before we bounced out, I get put on Facebook Live. And this girl who had
Hands
like,
out.
she wasn't a full loaf of bread, do you know what I mean? She had a few slices short.
Yeah,
And she's
yeah.
put me on Facebook Live.
She wasn't a full over.
Few egg shorts of a brekkie.
Yeah, basically, yeah. And she puts me on Facebook Live, and I'm going, whoa, I can see it, like, all comments and likes, and I'm going, love, what are you doing? She went, I've just split up with my fella, I'm just trying to make him jealous. I was like, well, I'm in the middle of Bootle, I'm getting shot, right? I fucking bounce out.
Well, in that case, get here.
In for the penny, in for the pound. You have more chance of fucking platinum piss than me doing that. So I jump in the car, and then I've sat in the car, just like, jokes, had to calm down, Vietnam shoppers and everything. I'm going, yeah, I'm like,
See what I've seen, man.
I was like, the lad never done the gig again. Right? And I was like, fuck this. And then I just see loads of lads get out of the van and run in. And I thought, mate, imagine if I was still in there, right?
Oh,
Right,
God.
it gets
Imagine getting
worse.
beat to death,
Imagine
you
getting
dick, how
battered,
much?
and I've got 3 black eyes, one on me tip. You know what I mean? Just
Talking about getting battered, Balacho, though, right? There's
Here
fucking.
we go.
Oh, there we are. Go on.
Yeah, so there's one of our viewers, right, gay fella, his late husband, he got the house broke into one night, they were in bed, and they were like, someone's broken, like, Dean had woke up, someone's broken, go and have a look. So fucking Gary, his name is, jumped out of bed and fucking ran down the corridor, the hall upstairs, and there was like fucking 2 fellas on the landing, and he sleeps full on naked, right? And he just fucking rugby tackled this fella, right? The other one bailed, and he just sat on top from Bollock until the fucking busies come, lad. The gay fella just sitting on your sweating until the busies come.
If you know what, if I was the gay fella in that situation, I'm bumming him just to shame him, you know. So he never breaks into a house again, I'm bumming him. I'm saying to my fella, hold him down, he's getting it.
Just think though how late the police are to anything. He's had to smell balls for about a good 20, 30 minutes.
He's got proper dick lift, like
Till
like-
Tuesday.
Fighting it off, trying to get off his eyelids.
So what were these fellas coming in because of the Facebook Live?
I have no idea, but I didn't want to stay.
Yeah, don't wanna
I
stay
just
to
seen
find
it,
out,
I
like.
was like, oh, fuck that.
Yeah,
But-
that's scatty.
Yeah, I've had
Is
some
that mostly
heavy-
your clientele then? Like just 50-year-old menopausal women?
Nah, it's not. It's surprising.
Really,
yeah?
yeah?
It's mostly like say like 20. It's generally like big birthdays, like 18s,
Yeah.
21s.
What, really?
Yeah, shit like that.
How old are you now?
Fucking hell, don't look too happy.
How old are you now?
27, that's a thing.
I was going to say, do you ever feel like a nonce going up to an 18 party and you either house and all that?
Not really. It's
Oh.
more worrying when you get invited to one and you just see a kid in the back and I'm like, love, I've got my ass out. I'm not going to prison.
I know it's not the same thing, but I remember running a comedy night in the Grove, right? And he made us do it indoors because it was pissing down with rain and we were in this tiny little room. And like, it was fucking rough as arseholes, right? And this woman just turned up with a fella with this like fucking 4-year-old kid and a baby in a pram. And we just sat there and I was like, all right, it is what it is. So like, tried to introduce me first act on stage, and he was like, I'm not talking the way I'm like the way I do my comedy in front of that child and all that. And the woman was like, it's fucking sound. It's all right, innit, lad, you're a little cunt anyway, innit? See it sound. And I was like, oh my word, lad, it was horrendous. It was horrendous.
Before we got onto the bodybuilding now, because obviously I do want to speak about that, but I'm very interested in hearing more war stories from these
more
people.
war
Like, have you
stories.
had any more mad ones where you're like,
Yeah,
what the fuck's
I've had
going on?
one where...
I think lacerations on your cock.
Oh, mate, right. I had one where the bride started scrapping with I forget what they're called. The best man with the feet.
Bridesmaid.
Bridesmaid, that
Yeah.
was it. She
The
started,
best man was a woman.
couldn't think of it.
Best woman.
But it's the best woman, yeah. started scrapping
Maid of
with
honour.
her.
On a wedding day, straight there?
On like the fucking Hindu, yeah.
Fuck off.
Started scrapping. Mate, that was bizarre, right? Because she started off and like she was getting too much it put me off getting married for years, honestly.
The bride was doing it?
The bride was trying to come on. I'm a bit like, love, I'm like, I'm trying to stay happy, because the moment you, like...
Yeah, break your character, I'm on it.
If a fella gets turned down by a bird, the most he's going to say is like, you fucking slag. Walk off, do you know what I mean? But a bird fucking gets...
Take it personal.
Yeah, and he fucking stiletto comes off. It's fucking scary.
Shut up, man.
Yeah, shit like that.
That's
but,
heavy.
So I was trying to be a bit nice with it, like, you're getting married, don't be doing that. And then...
You fucking slag.
The Lord is watching.
God's watching, so come in this other room.
Yeah. Shoot your eyes.
God can't see in here.
Yeah. So they start scrapping because the bride started trying to come on to me, and I was like a bit like no. And the bridesmaid was like, oh, you're getting married to it must have been a relative. And then they started
Don't play that game. Don't blame them.
That's fair enough.
Yeah,
yes.
100%.
And then I was just stood there with the desperado on my hands with half my kit off going, madness. The proper scouser in me was just like, fucking it's it. I wouldn't have that. Tell her.
Have you got a beard?
Yeah.
What does she think about it?
Well,
Is she not asked about it? So it's just one of them. Yeah.
That's madness, you know. How often do you do it? Is it like a regular thing now?
Yeah, so it's fucking...
Is it your business or do you work for someone?
Both. So
You do
work
both?
from someone, and then I've also got my own gigs going on.
Do you
as
do your
well.
foreigners then?
Which?
Foreigners.
What's that?
Oh, it's like
So foreigners is like a job on the side.
Yeah,
Not
I was
like
like, am I just going to Spain for the weekend?
So like, say you're a fucking a plumber who works for fucking British Gas,
Yeah, you do your foreigners.
and then on a Saturday Sunday you've got your own clients.
Oh yeah, it's like that.
Yeah.
That's
So
like
just saying up to loads of Polish and that's how I go.
Where's
Kenny,
the
that's
bride?
so with the bodybuilding then, you said you're 27 now, like when did that start for you? Like how old were you when you got into that?
I started training when I was like in school.
Yeah.
Because I had rhinitis, and I could never do any cardio. Basically,
What, you had what?
rhinitis, so my nose was fucked.
Oh, okay.
I've got Chris-itis.
Yeah, so I couldn't fucking do anything.
What did you say you've got? Chris-itis.
Yeah. Sorry, I couldn't fucking do anything. And
I thought you said dickitis. Me dick's Oh.
So you so you're in secondary school then when you
Yeah,
started
so-
bodybuilding?
So
I just
what is
started
rhinitis
training.
then? Just like quick.
Basically, my nose is like this on the inside.
Is it?
Yeah, so it can't
So what's that
breathe through either.
do? Stop you breathing and all
But
that?
basically, if I breathe in, listen,
I just
that?
turn me on, lad. I've got it.
audible.
I feel like man does that.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
it's
know,
fucking nose.
but like,
I just feel like we're all skitting now going,
I just sound like a baghead, don't I?
Can you not get that fixed though? Is that like...
Yeah, but they end up breaking it, and then it ends up to have fat. And
Yeah,
I like,
fuck that.
I
Oh,
don't really want to fat.
what happened to me? Broke my nose. Broke my nose. I'm over like this.
Nah, but yeah. So
He has fat ass
I
itis.
basically I skipped out of school. Like,
Well,
in
I
that
fucking
sense.
molar like this.
It's getting personal.
Do you want to see the mole on his arm? Show him
Let's
the
see,
mole.
let's see. Fucking hell.
Big mole, like.
It's not even a mole, it's a birthmark actually.
It's not even a mole.
It's a
isn't it?
tattoo.
It's an island.
It looks more like, you know, when you get like the suction cups on you. Doesn't it?
He's being covered.
Yeah. Come to me with that, lad. Sucking up.
Sounds. It looks like he's fell asleep on a cream egg. Sorry.
Sorry, kind of bodybuilding.
Yeah,
You
go
started
sweet,
training in
sweet.
school.
So you couldn't do cardio
Yeah,
because
so
your
I
nose
thought,
was
fuck that.
because you had a bad lemograph when you were a
Yeah,
kid.
just bad one. Right. So yeah, so I just started going in the gym in school, and I was doing all bench and all that, and I was getting dead strong, and I was like, fucking hell, because my dad was into the weights.
Yeah.
My dad was a big fella.
All right,
So,
got a dad.
all right. Right.
Sorry, guy.
Fucking hell, I feel bad now. I'm a fucking big dad.
That's all. He milks it, lad.
I reckon we have a word from another sponsor. Matty, what sponsor we got, lad?
We have Manscaped. Using WHP20 at checkout gets you 20% off all orders with free shipping. Now, what sort of products did you do, Gary?
They've got loads of products, lad. Got the Lawnmower 4.0, fantastic razor, right? Helps reduce nicks on the ball bag. It's waterproof. It's got a light on it. You can get in all your crevices under your big fat Ned Kelly and everything. And shave, it's sound. They've also got the Weed Whacker, which Danny loves. It's a personal favourite for Danny. The Weed Whacker. You get right up your fucking nose like that. Zzz. It made me come the other day, you know. I was on the Weed Whacker and I was pure like, I got like population paste dribbling out of my foreskin and everything. Lad, it's such a nice sensation, you know. And you know what? While I had all population paste everywhere, I gave it a little clean and I got the crop preserver and the crop preserver out, lad, and fucking
Wonderful.
freshened it up. It was beautiful. What else did they offer, lad?
And you also have the Beard Hedger Pro with titanium.
Beard? You said beard. The Beard Hedger Pro.
The new product, the beard range that they're doing. It's got titanium blades and it also comes with oils and balms. So get in touch.
Get in
WHP20 at checkout.
At manscaped.com, bitches.
So yeah, so he was into it and that, and I was like, he showed me the ropes and stuff, And he was like, first thing you know do is squat.
Don't say ropes.
Why? What's this?
Yeah, I felt hung himself.
I'm
I'm joking. I'm just being a dickhead.
No.
So we showed you and Gary's dad the rope.
Yes!
Fuck's sake.
Yeah. So, when you said your dad showed you the ropes and all that, like, was it a regular thing going to the gym with your half fella, or was it just like in the house? What
No,
was
it was just more in the house because you couldn't go to the gym until you were like 16, 17.
Yeah.
So I remember getting in having little barbells that you buy with like the clay plates and that.
Yeah.
And he put it on my back and he was like, squat that. So I was like, all right then. And I squatted and fell through the fucking wall. Put an hole in the wall and he was like, me dad, I should do that for you, dickhead. You know what I mean? Like, he's always been like that. But it's funny now, I'm older. Wasn't when I was younger.
Yeah.
When I had Tourette's, I first got diagnosed, right? And I was devastated. I knew what it was. And my half fella has got no hint of hardening. Like, he just says it how it is.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right. And he knew I made noises. And I went into the co-op. And some birds walked past the till. And I went... And now my half fella, at this point, should have went, sorry, love, he's got Tourette's. He went, fuck do you do that for? I was stood there going, Dad? Like, it was that moment of like, help me.
Before you end up going to court.
Do you know what I mean?
He's there as a witness, lad. He was sexually harassed.
He was following around the shop. He was horrible. He was a prick.
It's not even my son.
He fell through the wall trying to chase another bird. And then just walked in the shop with a penny on with a cocksock on. He's horrible. It's only 12.
Is that good money, that is it?
It's alright, yeah, to be fair. It's just good, like.
And is that, you do your bodybuilding no more, I think you were saying before, weren't you?
No, I'll go back into it. It's just you have little breaks from it. It's not a healthy sport.
So what have you got? Have you got a pure tan up and everything? Have you got to do it all?
I knew this was coming.
Have you got a pure tan up and that?
I do, yeah.
Just scat everywhere. Just
there's a reason
shit
for that though. They always say it's bigger in black. A BBC always looks bigger, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So you darken yourself up to make the muscles look bigger.
Is that the actual reason behind it?
Definition, isn't it?
I thought it was just for lighting.
Yeah, no, it is. But when the light goes on you, you go white. And if you train for months and months on end,
you won't be as defined in the light.
You're not going to see the divots from the shadows.
That makes sense.
So what they do is they make everyone tans, so you can see the definition.
The black fellas tan up as well, or do they just...
Yeah. Because remember, like, they don't have an even skin tone, so they try and make it even for the lights.
Well, that makes sense.
I used to work in the Epstein Theatre.
Yeah.
And they used to do bodybuilding shows in there sometimes. I don't know, you probably hadn't been to one of them, like, but I used to, when I used to work one of the bodybuilding events, you should have seen the state of, like, all the back room covered in tan. And then they always used to... is that a big thing? Did they always spew it, or was it just that when I was working, like, they used to, like, down fucking loads of protein and there was just spew all over every toilet? All like,
a script with the wine as well.
Right, alright, so the wine makes you dehydrate. That's why you get an headache when you drink it. It's a diuretic. Alcohol makes you piss more. But wine excessively makes you more dehydrated.
Didn't know that.
Yeah, so before the bodybuilding show, we'll drink like a glass or two of wine the night before when we're already dehydrating. I wouldn't recommend anyone do it. Like, and then when you wake up in the morning, your skin's like thick skin. It's like
is
dead
that,
tight.
So I seen something on that. Like,
thick skin.
Chris Hemsworth or Liam Hemsworth, one of them. Who plays Thor? Is it Chris?
Yeah, it's
he
Liam,
doesn't drink water for 3 days or something when he's shooting because his skin goes that
to
tight.
be fair, after celebrities just chat shite.
Yeah,
I'll be honest. They just chat shite. After workouts, they're telling you they're doing, they're not doing that. After food, they're telling you they're eating, they're not eating that. I can tell you that for a fact. And when they're going, oh yeah, I just take this supplement, I can guarantee the pin in the fucking ass.
Yeah.
And then taking steads.
Yeah, that is trend.
Taking the piss.
So is that what the wine's for? Then it gets your skin tighter to your muscles, does it?
Yeah.
Crazy that.
I might drink some wine later.
Yeah.
So like,
Six pack.
when you said like obviously you need to take sort of like off season sort of, because it's not a healthy sport. Like what about it? Is it like what elements of it aren't healthy apart from obviously like drinking the wine?
No, but I don't think it's just the wine. It's hardcore on your body, and it's not sustainable, is it?
No, definitely not. So it's
you can't be in that like competition shape.
You'd be dead. You'd be dead. Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah.
It's like, and I might be fucking getting this wrong here, but it's like I had a conversation the other day about like footballers and that, where people go like, how would they getting injured all the time? They're like the fucking peak athletes, but they've pushed their body to its fucking physical limit. Yeah. So it only takes one small thing, bang, do you know what I mean? It's fucking hard.
Yeah. That's mad. So
because it's a lot of strain on your heart, isn't it?
Yeah, your left ventricle grows with doing like obviously steroids and the amount of food you're pushing or dehydrated. You know, there's so much that goes into it in your heart and muscle at the end of the day. When you're taking anabolics, it doesn't make your muscles necessarily bigger, because your heart and muscle, it breaks down over time. And with it obviously pumping muscle to the body, it's going to grow. And if it grows, you can have a healthy heart that grows, but the most unhealthy sport for the heart is anything long distance.
Oh, really?
So dangerous. They always have massive left ventricles, like long distance runners, long cyclists, all of that. They have the worst heart conditions possible.
I would have thought
we're not built for that.
It would have been quite the opposite, to be honest.
No, we're not built for long distance one bit. That's why they always look very unhealthy and stuff. It's because they are.
Mo Farah's a smacker, didn't he?
Yeah, it's like, do you know what? That makes sense now when you think about it, actually, because the fellas who do like the 100 metre and 200 metre sprints are always in really good shape, but the long distance runners always look unhealthy. That actually makes a lot of sense.
So there's a lot of steroids going on in the body. I thought it would not be banned.
Well, this is the thing, right? Every sport at the top level is doing a form of performance enhancement. Every single sport.
Yeah, they've got
boxing. Every top boxer.
Yeah,
not going to say any names, but I know personally.
I know of his personal, a few personal as well.
I think we both know the same person who knows.
Big fella.
Yeah,
he told. Yeah.
At the top level of every sport, like there's bound to be performance enhancing drugs. In some sense of the word, like there's all like I watch a lot of the UFC, and every now and again, like there's a fighter who. Because the MMA fighters in particular get drug tested fucking religiously. Like they've got like specific commissions that are there to drug test them, and like like sometimes they'll go to their house at like 3 a.m. completely randomly to go and do a piss test and a blood test. Because then if they're trying to do it in between training camps and they're trying to cycle it in and cycle it back out of the system before they start training again,
they can avoid USADA test 3 times before they get banned now.
Really?
Yeah, that's another thing they don't mention. Also, on top of that, when they find an anabolic steroid in the system, literally the following week, someone else can make another variant of anabolic steroid.
Really?
Yeah. So it's always like the cops and robbers sort of deal.
They're trying to chase it down.
So right now they've got something called peptides that you can take, and all the athletes are using it. BPC-157, that'll recover your joints if you've got joint issues. Yeah. You've got growth hormone that they can't test for. Yeah. And growth hormone is the most powerful drug you can take if you're a fighter. People say, but steroids shouldn't be in boxing.
I've heard loads of people about this growth hormone. What does it actually do?
I've done it once, and I didn't do it for long enough to get the boss effects from it. It makes every cell in the body bigger. It makes more of it. So if you've got muscle cells, if you take a set dosage, it make more muscle fibers. Yeah. Okay. If you bones, it make everything. But the problem is, if you've got cancer cells, it make more of the cancer cells too.
Oh shit!
Okay. So it makes every cell in the body bigger. That's why, do you ever remember Rambo? And he randomly just had this massive jaw out of nowhere, and he had to get it chiseled down and said, do you ever remember one of the latest Rambos? And he just came back at like 60 with this big face like this.
Like Quagmire?
Yes. That was from growth hormone.
Really?
Yes, because it makes every...
Are they not dangerous to take down?
And always it's the no like long lasting like later on in life.
It's actually a longevity drug, so it's actually really good for you if you're over like 35, 40. Really, to take a very small amount.
It's mad how many drugs out there like have side effects and all that. Like, and our David watches this, and I'm fucking might be getting it wrong. She always says I lie about everything. But our David's got severe psoriasis, right? He's fucking dead flaky. You're a scruffy cunt. No, he's got severe psoriasis, right? And has done since he was a fucking kid, like head to toe and all that. And he's had different types of medication, different shampoos and all that. And nothing seems to work. And then a few years ago, I'm sure, they put him on this medication that's for like heart transplant patients, right? So it cleared his skin like that. But it forced his body to like fucking grow hair like there was no tomorrow. And he'd have like airy ears and everything. He'd have to fucking shave his ears and everything.
Get the weed whacker for the manscape.
Weed whacker for your ears. But it's mad like the way like it can fix one thing, but then it forces something else to go out of control.
That's crazy. It's all doses dependent, you're safe.
Because I always thought steroids was just like a fucking big no, not like a big no, but like they were like, dangerous for you. Do you know what I mean?
Because there's not enough discussion about it. So if you, this is the best way, and a lot of people are very against it, and people feel what they don't understand. It's always the way. When the light bulb first came out, people were like, "Oh, same with anabolics." Do you know what I mean? At the end of the day, they will always be in sport, whether you like it or not. Because when money's involved, people will do whatever it takes.
Money talks, doesn't it?
Yeah, money talks.
It depends how you use it.
Exactly. You can use it.
It's like. There was a lad I used to work with who was on Clen quite a bit, and he was like, "Lad, you're a fat cunt. Get on the Clen." And I was like, I'll have a go. And he got me these ones called Tigers.
Malay Tiger.
Oh my word, right? Lad, I took one. Look, I took one a day for like 3 days. And lad, I was rattling. I was just sitting there going... I couldn't stop, lad. I was in bed trying to sleep, and lad, I was just rattling. My heart was going 10 to a dozen. Lad, I was scared.
They're worth a fortune, them Malay
I was
Tigers now.
scared, lad.
What did he do though?
I threw like 40 out, lad, in work, so I was scared. I just threw them in the bin.
What did he do to you though?
It's, do you know salbutamol, what's in an inhaler?
Yeah.
Well, that's...
if you take...
my patients can take
if you take too much of that, you're right. Because when I last been like rattle a bit, so is that what it is?
Salbutamol and clenbuterol are very similar drugs. They work in the exact same way. The only difference being is one works faster and is out the system faster. The other's in your system for longer. The clen is in your system a lot longer. So the salbutamol is a quick... fixes the job. And
use it as fat burners.
Well, I see there's like a big conspiracy theory among like football fans that you know, when like Liverpool had that unbelievable 5-year spell on the clock. And apparently like
just smoking inhalers everywhere.
Well, no, honestly, like this theory is like, and there's been pictures where Liverpool have posted
every
them.
player had asthma.
Well, there was something like I forget how many players were registered. I think like let's just say like pull a number out there, like say 40 players were registered on like Liverpool's like club. There was something like 34 of them had asthma. And then there was a picture leaked, it wasn't leaked, it was posted online, like the Liverpool players in the gym, and I forget which player it was, walking in the background, and he had a box in his hand, and it was a box of the drug that was apparently being taken, because especially because they were saying like the type of football they used to play was constant running, like non-stop pace and that, and they were saying...
Gegenpress or whatever it's called.
Yeah, and he was saying like that's how they were able to keep, like, to have endurance.
It opens, if I'm not mistaken, it opens one of the valves on the heart. So when it opens it allows more blood to go through, and more blood means it's carrying more red blood cells to the muscles and to the organs.
So you don't get tired
so you recover quicker. So there's more oxygenated blood in your body. That's how it works.
You know?
It scares me that, you know.
It is scary,
I don't know, it just scares me.
If you think of stuff like, a lot of people, as I say, you don't understand it, so you're scared of it.
Yeah.
But if you think of alcohol alone, if you're on a night out, you can go out without booze and you can have an alright time.
Yeah.
But if you go out, you want to have a bevy, don't you?
Yeah.
It makes your night that much better.
Yeah.
If you're training, it's the same thing. You can train naturally and you can get great results.
Yeah.
But at the same time, if you take the right stuff, you'll get really fucking good results.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That
mad when you put it that way.
very well.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
It's just, it's because of the stigma around it though. It's like you take steroids and then you have fucking stead rage, and you know what I mean.
Doesn't exist as well. That's
Is that not a thing?
No,
really,
it's like an every Delta taxi driver rumour ever. Do you know what I mean? My cousin, I know someone whose uncle who lost it on set. What was he like before the steroids? I bet he was a massive knobhead.
Yeah.
Do your balls tighten up as well?
Yeah, but you can stop that.
How would you stop that?
By taking HCG.
Is that what it
If
is?
you take HCG, that's the hormone that luteinizing hormone it replaces.
Relaxes your bollocks.
Yeah, so when you take steroids, something called luteinizing hormone and follicle stimulating hormone shut off. Because what's the point? It's getting testosterone anyway.
Yeah.
Right? What's the
What
point
is it that damages? Is it your kidney or your liver?
Depends on which one you take.
Is it?
Yeah, so if you take oral steroids, it'll do a bit of, it's toxic to your liver and kidney. But alcohol is more toxic than any anabolic steroid.
Really? Yeah. Well, that's a big thing as well. Just going back to like you were saying about like, how often MMA fighters are drugs tested. That's a big thing in that sport at the minute. Is like the way they all cut weight to fight in certain weight classes. So someone will weigh like 205 pounds and they'll cut down to 185 pounds for the weigh-in, and then within 24 hours rehydrate again. So like on the weigh-in, they looked dead depleted and dead fucked.
What weight was it when Conor got down and looked like a fucking smack?
It was when he was still a featherweight, because he was walking around, I'd say like at about 170 pounds, and then he was cutting in the space of like a week, cutting down to 145.
Do you know what he looked? Do you know what he looked like when he fought there on the weigh-in? Seen that Irish fella on TikTok when he goes, Kathleen!
Yeah.
Kathleen! He looked like him, man.
Like within 20, but they'd spend the whole week cutting the weight, and then within 24 hours before the fight, rehydrate, and that's meant to be really bad for your kidneys.
It's like when you see fighters when they're struggling to lose weight and they're in like the sauna on a fucking on a bike and all that with a sweatsuit on. You're like,
that's one of the problems as well with bodybuilding too. Is it's called refeeding syndrome. So your body's not used to having the nutrients because you've been malnourished for so long. When you throw them in, it's like, what the fuck do I do? That's why like in some cases bodybuilders die in the night after the show.
Is that
what? Just because they've been eating?
Just because they've had so much food, because you crave it so bad. You're like, oh.
But doesn't? I might be chatting shit here, but doesn't like the body when like you deprive the body of something, when you then reintroduce it, it's like, fuck, I've not seen this for ages, and it just doesn't let go of it. It just fucking absorbs it and holds on to it.
So
Crazy.
basically, potassium. A lot of people use diuretics, and potassium. The diuretics will either flood out depending on which one you take: potassium, sodium, or the both of them. Now, the ones that are more safe will hold on to potassium, because if something goes wrong, you've either got to take salt or potassium on some of them, but you don't know which one you're depleted of. So you can overdo one, and it's really dangerous. So I personally use one that keeps all the potassium, but a lot of people don't realise it holds potassium, like you just said, like that. So when they start eating stuff like bananas or eating potatoes,
Yeah, you can die if you eat too many bananas, can't you?
well, this is the thing, because your body's got a drug in it that's latching onto the potassium like that, and you start eating a bit of potassium.
Yourself.
Well, it's, lethal injections.
Yeah.
They put potassium into the body. It's what they put in dogs, like to put dogs down. There's a large amount of potassium. So you end up giving yourself a lethal injection, technically.
I'm
Mad, innit?
It's a scary thing.
But yeah.
So how difficult, like when you're doing what you're doing, and then you're obviously getting ready for like a competition, and like,
Do you delve into them?
Which?
Like into the steroids and all that?
Yeah. I'm big into it. I love me research on it. Love it. Because at the end of the day, it's always going to be there. And if you don't know how to use them properly, you're going to fuck yourself up. If you do know how to use them properly, you can have an amazing life. Do you know what I mean? When I'm 40, I don't want to be 60 and walking around with a fucking stick like that.
That's
not
fair
working.
enough.
I want to be a fucking Jack 60-year-old with a knob like that. Do you know what I mean? So I'm clued up on it. You know, I'm going to take growth hormone when I'm 40 and stay on it. I'm going to take testosterone when I'm 40 and stay on it the rest of my life. Live a boss life, feeling like I'm 20.
So there is a way to take like performance enhancing drugs safely to give yourself like more longevity.
It's all about cycling and resting your body, innit? Giving your body that break. It's the people who don't give the body that break and abuse it, and that's where they fucking have harm and die from it, and that's where it gets its bad press, doesn't it?
Yeah, you can go out for a bevy and have a good time, wake up in the morning, you feel a bit shit, but you'll be alright as long as you don't hit it. Then you've got a pisshead who lives on it, and they're all fucked up and mangled on the inside. Same thing.
Lad, it's scatty the way, like, there's so many different drugs out there where you compare it to alcohol and you think there's so many similarities to it, but how fucking bad alcohol is for you.
Compared to everything else,
That is mad. You know, like I always thought like regardless of how well you cycled and stuff like that, if you were using any sort of steroid or any sort of performance
just the stigma around it though, innit?
I mean, it was that, like, I was never educated on it, obviously. I'm not in great shape, to say the very least. But like, so I always just thought like it was unhealthy, full stop.
It'd be like sort of, if you went up to some random and you tried to explain fucking, I don't know, ket to someone or mushies. How many people have you probably spoke to who said mushies will kill you? Do you know what I mean? And you're stood there going,
that makes sense.
Yeah, you know more about mushies because you've experienced them.
As his kid's fucking kicking off about mushies, he's just like swigging gravy from KFC. Do you know what I mean? His arteries are clogging up as he fucking speaks to you. And you're like, lad, shut up, you dickhead.
Found blood in his mushy system.
It is. It's just, it's ignorance to it. People who aren't interested in it just go, it's the fucking devil.
And
it's just, it's all propaganda, innit? Just fucking people chatting shit and all it is.
You don't want us to be strong men. Do you know what I mean?
Is there a way to do what you're doing now and like compete at like the highest level and do it completely naturally, or to get
no.
That's mad. I didn't know that myself.
Same with every sport.
You know, that's mad.
Yeah, at the top level, and bear in mind, bodybuilding isn't even the worst for steroid use.
Really?
Yeah, it's
What would you say the worst sport is?
Cycling.
I was going to say, remember Lance Armstrong? Remember the Live Strong bands, the yellow bands years ago? They were because of him, and he was like the most fucking decorated world champion cyclist in the world, and then it just come out that he'd just been using performance-enhancing drugs for his whole career.
Imagine though, right? Like I reckon as far as sports go, like I can understand wanting to dedicate your life to any sport, but imagine dedicating your life to cycling. Like. It's probably the gayest sport.
And you don't even do a wheelie, you dickhead. You know what I mean?
It's probably the gayest sport in the world.
The scouts are going past on a lecky fucking scooter faster than I'm going with
a bally on bed. Nah, I don't know. Like, I can understand dedicating your life to most sports. Like, even golf, it looks like the most relaxed sport in the world. They're competing for millions and they're having a laugh in between.
But they'll take stuff too. So
I was going to say that. Would they take something?
They'll take stuff like, is it benzo? I forget what it is. Beta blockers. They'll take beta blockers to slow down the heart rate.
And stay focused.
So they can think. think clearly, and then
Mad lad, innit?
innit?
It's mad.
and
That's
then
crazy,
Not
you know.
just that.
The beta blockers slow you down, like stop you from jizzing fast.
I don't know. Let's have a go.
For anxiety, innit? Beta blockers.
Yeah, so it makes you calm. And bearing in mind in golf, it's a perception sport.
Yeah.
So Tiger Woods years ago, he had no eye issue, and he went and got laser eye surgery to make his eyes that much better. Would that be cheating in a sport that relies on depth perception and on your eyesight?
That's not a bad point, you know.
It's
Do you know
mad,
what I mean?
innit?
If you get in
There's
a
so
race
many
car,
ways to look at it and spin it.
Yeah.
That's so many
Crazy shit,
ways.
if you get in a race car and you turn up with a stock car and a fella next to you on the right's got a tuned up fucking Ferrari, you're gonna complain because he's beat you, or you're gonna be like, are you gonna tune your car to try and keep up with him?
Yeah.
Especially if you're racing and it's
Yeah.
allowed.
That's true.
Yeah,
What about darts?
that.
They're
Yeah,
just
same-
fat cunts, lad.
Just a pint of beer.
Just a calendar.
It does though. A beer relaxes
Remember
them,
that?
doesn't it?
Remember
It gives
that
them
darts player,
confidence.
the
Fucking
fucking
crazy.
Andy the Viking or whatever his name was, the big fat fella. He used to have a personal trainer just for his arm, just to fucking throw darts, lad.
He's wanking everyone off.
Listen, right. I've probably said this. I've probably said this story a million times, like, because it baffles me right to this day. And with you being in the bodybuilding world,
Yeah.
I don't know if you've seen it or not, but I used to work in the Echo Arena, right? And they used to hold a competition called the World Firefighter Games, and it was like the Olympics, but for the fire department. And I was on the kiosk one day on this bar, and this fella come up to me, right? And he was just a normal sized fella with one massive arm. His right arm was just massive, but his left arm was
Quagmire.
tiny. Yeah. And everyone was just looking at him, and I just went, I don't want to be rude here, lad. I said, but what's the script with the arm? And he went, oh, I'm the world arm wrestling champion. And he was like, and I only use my right arm. And I was like, what?
Looks
Oh,
fucking
dear.
weird.
Wouldn't you at
Look,
least
man.
level the other one out, though?
But imagine, like, if he went skinny, you'd be doing donuts. Like, he wouldn't be able to go anywhere, do you know what I mean? I was like,
Fucking
why
hard,
don't,
yeah.
like, just go to the gym, it's like that, yeah, one arm, just,
I've seen a video
Tennis
of
is
a
the
fella.
same though. Tennis, they've always got one massive forearm.
it's mad.
I've seen a video of a fella who was the thingy champion as well, and but like it looks it looks unnatural.
Yeah.
Like
Just
his
a massive
whole,
hand, like
yeah,
this.
man, his whole, like
It's
his
a
whole,
claw!
it's fucking massive, and then this one's just fucking.
Did you ever see that little Russian kid who fucking injected his own fucking
Oh
shit in his
yeah,
arms?
yeah.
Oh
made-
shit!
Injected his
yeah,
own
yeah.
shit.
No, none
No,
of his
like,
shit.
yeah.
Got poo in
Like,
it.
no,
No, lad, you should.
I think he made like a cocktail, his own
Yeah.
like cocktail of. Yeah, that come out wrong. Sorry.
I think you meant his
His
actual
own
own
poo.
shit.
I'll show you.
That's
I'll
so
show you
dead.
the
I
video.
don't know if he made a cocktail of like different fucking
Yeah,
steroids or not.
they put oils in there.
Oils and everything,
Like
and
sight
injected his own
enhancement.
arms. That lad, he was a skinny kid with these big mad arms.
You need to
like-
see-
Oh,
This
man,
is
I
the-
know
yeah,
exactly
you
what you
see it.
mean.
That's what burns my head out in the sport, to
Yeah.
be honest with you. But you, like, a lot of people do use sight enhancement oils, sadly, or it is part of it in some levels.
Oils.
Yeah,
And what's the difference?
it's not something I do. The difference is, for me, if I'm doing bodybuilding, I want to build the muscle.
Yeah.
What that is kind of, it fills the muscle to make it look bigger.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
It's like what
That's
me
not-
farms do
that-
with chicken. They
that's-
inject chicken breast in it.
Yeah, that's frowned upon in bodybuilding. You will get banned for that.
Really? Yeah.
You will. If they find out you've used that, these federations, you will straight up ban you for it, and you can see it on someone as well.
Is it
Easy.
that obvious to the
Yeah,
look
yeah,
at them and
yeah.
tell?
What is so? Is it you when you work out and you can see all like the little fucking crevices and that? If they not got them with the oils, is
Yeah,
it just
basically
like
that's what
filled out?
happens. Yeah, so they lose the definition. And imagine like your whole body will get like lean at the same time.
Yeah.
Roughly. So if you've got like, if you take your shoulder for example, it's a rounded shape.
Yeah.
If these deformities where it's just excessively big in one area,
Yeah.
you know, something's been
Yeah.
going on there
Yeah.
because it's not supposed to be like that. So you know that they filled it with something, or they got severe scar tissue from injecting. It's more than
Madness.
likely going to be they filled it with stuff.
That's mad, you know.
Crazy shit.
And then
I didn't know there were so many different ways to do shit like
I
that.
just thought it was
So many
just
ways to skin a
yeah.
cat.
I just thought they were just steroids and that was it.
That
I
was
didn't
it,
know
yeah.
there was so fucking
Yeah.
so many
of it.
different types. You've got that like clenbuterol. If you try to explain clenbuterol, someone they go, "Aren't they them steroids?" Most people think clen is. It's
Yeah.
not.
Are they legal?
Which
Like like,
anabolics and stuff.
yeah.
So the class C.
Isn't it only illegal in sports?
No, so this is the grey area. They're legal to use in the UK. They're legal. You can take them. They're illegal to buy and sell them. But if you've got them, you're fine. It's the transaction of.
Yeah, the
which is
transaction of is
illegal.
illegal.
That's how they've managed to work in Barcelona.
Oh yeah. So
But
it's
if you
different
go
stuff.
to
criminal
Turkey and you put them in, these are set amounts. I don't want to be like, oh, in case you get it wrong.
Yeah.
They'll get nicked like this. Oh, I fucking said this on the
Podcast, lad.
podcast. So these are set
wearing a
amount
wire.
you can bring. Yeah,
You're Nick.
set amount you can bring back from
Like
places
the
like
biffers?
Turkey. Yeah, of anabolics that you say is for your use, personal use, and that's the
nuts,
legal
you know.
way of doing it.
Oh, fuck off.
Yeah,
Have you got to be a certain age though to legally be able to use them? The way you can, like you said, you can have them, but you can't buy or sell them. Is there like an age restriction on what you can be to have them?
That's a good question.
Be honest with you, don't know. I think
Got ya.
I think if you were like 15 and you went in farms, you went, "Can I have Tren?" You might be a bit like, "Nah." sorry."
yeah, fair enough.
You know what I mean? But I'm 18, I guess.
Yeah.
But for me personally, I'd never tell any kids who's like under 20 to take them.
Your body's
Yeah.
still forming, innit?
I wouldn't tell them even to 23. It was just I was a knobhead and took them at 20.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? If I'd already competed for years though prior to that, doing
Yeah.
like natural shows.
Yeah, but the
and
thing
stuff.
is, it's your lifestyle, it's your life choice. You'll get pre-adolescent kids who like fucking want to go on holiday with the mates and all that, and they'll just like smash a
Get
cycle.
me on a VAR only,
Yeah,
please.
yeah, yeah.
I mean, and listen, you can abuse anything.
50
You can
mil
abuse
clam
fucking,
lab.
you can abuse hamburgers. Fucking,
Innit?
I mean,
Trust lad, I've
I
just
mean,
done it
yeah.
before I got in here.
but that's what I mean. You can abuse anything, innit? So I mean,
Yeah.
if you're taking anything safely, I mean,
It's
there's
all
no
right.
fucking, there shouldn't be anything bad about it.
And
Wait.
they have some good points, you know what I mean?
With
Yeah.
the bodybuilding night, what you enjoy more, bulk season or fucking cutting season?
I hate them both.
Do
I
ya?
like them both, yeah. The grass is always green on the other side. When I'm shredded, I'm like, fucking hell. Do you know what I mean? But you don't think you look like that.
Yeah.
But everyone's staring at you, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's mad. It's mad. You look phenomenal, but you feel your worst.
Yeah.
When you fat,
That's mad.
when you fat, and
You
I
feel the best, but
believe,
you look the shit.
I believe in fat happiness, lad.
Flying lad.
Do you know what I mean? I fully
I
believe
am a
in
fucking
fat
white ginger
happiness.
Lizzo.
Do you still exercise when you're bulking?
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
you
it's
still-
just different. It's
Smashes
more
that
the food.
machine in the gym, don't he? The fucking vending machine. You
What's the process then? So how much of it is bulking and then how much of it is cutting?
Everyone's different. Me personally, I have time off in between the two. So I'll do my cut, I'll go to the extreme, I'll do my show, then I'll have a bit of time off, and I'll start a bulk, which I've just started, like literally last week.
Yeah.
I've just started training again last week.
Yeah.
And then obviously I'll do that for like say 6-7 months.
Mm.
If I've got enough size on me, I'll go right. I've got enough size, come off everything, have a break for a bit, get healthy again, and then start for my show.
What's your weight? Would you
Weight?
say when you feel
Weight.
I'm all right now?
I am the like as far as weight goes, I'm the lightest bodybuilder ever.
Yeah.
But that's good because it's genetics.
Yeah.
So I've only got size 7 feet.
Yeah.
You know, I've got tidgy feet. I've got small hands like a fucking child.
Little
But-
bit.
Yeah, massive.
That was so quick.
It only looks massive because of his child hands.
Yeah, they get 2 on there.
I have to lift the finger up when I grab mine because it doesn't.
It's because your thumb's in your ass, innit?
Have you ever like this is a bad question?
It's like I'm
about
playing a
wanking.
C chord on a guitar. I got old like 3 fingers.
Start stringing your balls.
Have you ever had a wank with just like
Yeah.
it's
Belter,
sick, isn't
yeah,
it?
belter.
Well better lad.
You ever had one like that?
Shut up, lad.
Fucking hell.
Shut up.
Have you
lad.
really, lad? Have you got them, lad?
Chinese burning, you
Just
know.
grab it.
Chinese burning you do.
I'm not buying
Have you
that.
ever, lad, have you ever sat on your hand for 10 minutes and it goes numb, then it feels like someone else is
No,
giving you a
I've
wank?
actually never
It
done that. you
doesn't
know.
work, I don't reckon.
You just then punch yourself in the fucking head.
You can't grab it, lad. You just like instead of slapping you
It's
there.
got to use
Like, it's
cable
funny,
ties.
mate, I fell asleep on me face light when I was in bed, and I woke up like I had the most traumatic experience in my life. Both my hands went numb, and I was on my face, and I was going to my bed at the time going, Ashton, help! Help, Ashton! And I had the pillow in my face getting suffocated. Like, I thought it was game over. I was going,
you laugh.
help me! Help! Right, my hands were all fucking floppy in there, right? And then she picked me up, lad. And I was like, oh, thank God. And she dropped me again. Right, lad. Fucking face planted the pillow. And I was like, this is it. This is how I go.
This is how I go. Quick, get me some growth hormones.
Jam your ass while we're here.
I want to go out looking
I
good.
had to roll over like a turtle and everything, lad. I was like, this going, and I got over, lad, and I only wanted to scratch my nose, lad, and I fucking slung and punch myself in the face.
Have you, do you know what, like, actually, I completely forgot to ask this before. Have you ever competed internationally? Like, have you ever went abroad
Yeah, yeah.
to compete
I
with?
done Mr. World when I was 23.
Whereabouts was that held?
Poland.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's sick.
And I was only a junior, and I was competing in the men's class as well, and came 9th.
That's sick.
What's the top dog one? Is it Olympia?
Mr. Olympia, yeah.
Is that the main one? Is it? Yeah.
That's where the big
So,
money
so
is.
you said there, Mr. Olympia, you said before, the top level, you can't use anything.
No, you can, yeah.
Oh, I thought you said you can't.
No, you can, yeah.
Oh, I was going to say, do they use it for years, get to a shape, and then try and maintain it? That's what I was going to ask
Everyone's different. Like, it's just the guys at the top level, mate. It's like
So like your Arnie's and that,
oh
like
my
what they.
god, they're phenomenal. Like, bear in mind, it's hard to explain because like with football, bodybuilding's the hardest sport in the world to turn pro in. There's no doubt about it.
Really?
Yeah, it's so fucking hard. The caliber of athletes to just turn pro is insane. And then there's a level above that where you've got to then win a pro show. And then there's a level above that for you to do the Olympia. The guys on the Olympia, there's only like 16 fellas that top level in the world.
Really?
And they are like, mate, you've got to see what
It's mad when you think about it, innit?
And they're
That's
defo all
crazy, you know.
fucking on the steroids and that. Obviously.
Yeah, 100, but
Yeah.
like a lot unhealthy, like crazy levels. But at the end of the day, the money they're earning is fucking. Do you know? And
You'd
it's
knock
not
a few years off your life
it's
for the
not-
money. Like.
It's not football and money. It's nowhere near that.
Yeah.
Don't get that wrong. It's nowhere near that. But for someone, it's a big thing for them. So in other countries, in the UK, we don't really. It's not. You go, oh, my uncle's a bodybuilder. It's like a bragging rights. But in other countries, they worship them. Like Big Ramy's from Egypt, and he won it a few years ago.
He's got a massive head in, wow.
Yeah, and
What's his
literally,
name? Big Ramy?
Big Ramy, the
Let me
president of his country. Like he's like very close with him. He walks around, people want to stop him for pictures or autographs. I went to Poland, right?
Yeah.
And like, this is my fucking happiest day of my life. I was only 23. I was covered in fake tan. Like felt like a proper like, yeah, shouldn't have been covered in
Felt
fake
like a
tan.
bad bitch.
Yeah, I just felt wrong walking around like
Fucking
half blackface.
Yeah, but that's
Don't
because you had the
realise-
juicy track on as well, you scruff.
Yeah. Only on the
And
back.
Uggs on the side, or
Yeah.
skew.
Fucking size of that cunt.
He is massive.
So yeah, I was in Poland. He's big boy, and he's not even the winner now. The winner now is called Hadi Chupin. So good luck, chat.
Hadi Chupin.
Hadi, and then Choopan, I think. Look at the legs on this fella.
Chopin!
CH.
Crazy, bro.
Fucking hell. Look at that, lad. He's got a 19 pack.
He's the winner now.
Is he, yeah? Olympia.
That's it.
Yeah.
God, look at the shape that. Look at his face, though.
I know, it's mad, innit? He looks like one of your barbers, doesn't he?
Yes.
I'd admit.
Fucking my mat over there as well, lad.
Yeah.
But could you lose a competition just because you're not flexing the right way?
Yes. It's all that. There's so much that goes into it. It's not just like.
know
obviously-
what
Because I don't know. I would
credentials for
just,
winning.
yeah, I'll just
Alright,
score
so
a
what's
Has
competition.
anyone ever
Yeah.
farted on stage?
Yeah, mate, I've fucking let a few beef off. You know what I mean? You're fucking dehydrated and everything. You're not even kidding.
So is that pure 0% body fat and all that
Not
shit?
zero, but they're in like probably.
Isn't zero, you're
3%.
dead, aren't you?
Yeah, the guy. That's not my category though. I'm not an open bodybuilder. I'm a classic bodybuilder. So
I don't
that's-
have a clue. I just think they
yeah, I'll
just fucking
explain it.
think. Go on.
So the open is as big as possible. These so many these different judging. So open is as big as possible, as lean as possible, and as like symmetry as possible.
What's lean? Is that like how?
No fat.
Oh, okay.
Like zero fat
Yeah.
possible.
Okay.
Classic is about symmetry first, not so much size. Then condition, then size.
Yeah.
So it's different order.
Yeah. And what's yours?
Classic. So the winner of classic
Yeah.
is called Chris Bumstead.
Yeah.
If you have a look at his physique,
Let's have a
dead
look.
quick. That's
It'd be a lot different to what he is.
not different, but that's
Okay.
my style. And
What's his name? Chris what?
Chris Bumstead. And the best compliment I ever got. Hysterical, innit? Bumsteads. And no one's even got onto that. And I was buzzing when I heard that. I was like, Bumsteads. And everyone was like, nah, what are you on? I was like, Bumsteads. Like, trying to explain it.
He's
Like,
fucking
think about
shagging
it.
steads up the ass!
Put them in your bum.
Hey, he's still a unit though.
Yeah. But it's
Yeah,
the
I
shape.
recognise him. I've seen him on like reels.
You'd
and
never
TikToks and
introduce your bear to him, would you?
that. No, I've been a high sick head him. He's made a six head.
Yeah,
He beats women.
He's no, he's still. So that's what you do.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I got called Scouse Bumstead once and I was over the moon.
Yeah.
I was
Put
like,
it on your
that's it.
Instagram bio and
I
that.
finished telling the kids and everything.
Retiring.
Yeah.
But so
he's Canadian, though.
in Mr. Olympia
Oh,
then,
that mud
is
he's
it,
got, that was terrible.
No,
in
that's
Mr.
what we-
Olympia then, is it different categories that you can win like that? So
Yeah, so you've got for the men, you've got men's physique, who I call them bikini boys, right? Just one of them, innit? Proper scumbags, right?
But
Yeah, so they wear like fucking shorts all the way down here and look like they're on the beach. They don't pose.
like
They
a
just stand there like
1920s
this.
fella.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
That's to me. That's not bodybuilding. You know what I mean? That's just like modelling in my eyes.
Yeah.
But they do have sick physique, like.
yeah.
And then you've got classic, which is what I do, and then you've got open.
And what's thought of more? Do you know what I mean?
At the minute, the favourite's classic.
Is it?
Everyone wants to look like the classic guys
Yeah.
because that's the ideal. Like, oh my god,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Because
cheap.
that's I don't want to sound like a dickhead here, but that's like the livable physique.
Yeah.
When you're fucking
Okay.
a unit and you're huge, your lifestyle's completely different. You're really uncomfortable. You fucking looks like you're carrying a fridge everywhere and all that. You know what I mean? It's mad.
So so if you're a classic bodybuilder, then is that an attainable physique to sort of not
It's
maybe
more
like year
attainable.
round, but it's healthier to be in
Yeah,
that
yeah.
shape for longer.
Yeah, it's more appealing to the average person. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what draws people into bodybuilding now.
Yeah.
with,
I
like,
couldn't be
social
arsed not
media.
being able to scratch my own back.
To be
You know-
fair,
you always
I
see
can't
that,
do
like-
it now, and I'm not massive. Do you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I'll like
Need a
I'll
little
look
stick
like
in there.
You know, always see it, don't you know, when they do like the big fucking expo and all that, where there's like big pop-up fucking places where they do like meet and greet and all.
Yeah.
Some fella just goes around putting stickers on the middle of people's backs and all that. I always see it.
That's sick.
And there's one kid that I always see his videos. He's a little skinny muppet, right? And he goes to all the bodybuilding events, and I'm gonna stand up. He just walks around, right? Like that. Just whacks these
I've seen him,
bodybuilders,
yeah.
Snarls them. He's like your size, lad. He just walks around.
What do you mean by that? Stop it to me.
I love the way you went, he's a little skinny muppet.
I know, and he's the ringing at you. Though. Is it you that does it? Are you the skinny
It's
muppet?
like you with a muzzy. It's funny though.
Really sick guy, a minute.
So what, when's your next competition then?
Yeah, do you know, I haven't even decided to be honest.
But
with
how
you.
come you've gone back into bulking then last
Because
week?
my idea is that I'd like to get back into the show, but
Okay.
I've got a few lads who I'm coaching to do a show for the first time. Do you know what I mean? So I know it sounds mad, but I'm looking forward to seeing someone else get on stage that I've
That's
taught. Do you know
that's a
what
good
I
way
mean?
to look at it. That I think.
'Cause, like,
Gay that.
What's your biggest competitions you think you've done at the minute?
I'd say Mr. World, even though I came 9th, didn't place like top 5 or 6,
You were
whatever.
still on.
We do. Ninth
I know.
out of how many?
He must have been probably about fucking 40 on stage.
I mean, I don't know.
I was 23.
Yeah, that's fucking
Do you know what I
sad,
mean?
yeah.
Good goal.
But-
I've
but-
never,
but
I've
to-
never came 9th.
Yeah.
But to get that Worlds, have you got to go through
Yeah, to
a
do
multitude of
regional,
competitions
yeah.
or whatever?
I do regional. I had to place in that top 3.
So you're not really 9th out of 40. You're fucking 9th
yeah,
out
yeah.
of all the people who've gone.
Yeah.
That's even better goal.
Yeah,
man, if you
so
look
you've
at
got to
it
win
like
a regional, which is like you Mr. Northwest. Then you've got to win a British title, or like top 3 to
And a
qualify,
European one.
and then you go on to do Mr. World or European. Yeah.
Mad.
that. That's crazy.
So these
That's
levels
amazing.
to get there, do you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
What's the dream?
I want to be on the Olympia stage one day. I want to be a
Do you
pro
think it's
athlete.
achievable? And I'm not saying that to
Yeah.
be, but like, do you think it's
On-
achievable?
I do. I'd like to think for me it would be.
Yeah.
Because it's everything I want to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm big into visualization and
Yeah.
vocalization. If
I
I,
like
say
that. Yeah.
I'm going to do something, I'm a man of my word, I'll go out and fucking do it.
Come on.
Even if I fail, I'll stand up and go, fuck
At least you give it a go.
You'd
don't
rather
you?
fail at doing
Yeah.
something you like doing than
Yeah,
than to be
exactly. Do
successful
you
in an
know what I
office.
mean?
It's a
I'm
boss mindset to have. innit?
embarrassing would it be to sit there your whole life and go, I didn't do that because I was afraid of failing.
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean?
Exactly.
You got more bollocks failing.
And where's Mr. Is that LA, is it?
I think it's Nevada, but yeah.
Oh, is
so,
it? Oh, yeah.
The Mr. Olympia.
Yeah.
So, both. I've got to turn pro first. So the show I just won is a pro qualifier.
Yeah.
So you have to win that and then win another show and then you're pro. Once you got your pro card, you can do what you want then. You can
Okay.
go compete for money, big money.
Oh,
Do you know what I
really?
mean? So if I go win a pro show, I'll get like, say, 40 grand, 20 grand
Oh, shut up.
cash like that.
isn't
And that's without the sponsor. That's just from the show.
That's just your prize money.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Oh,
good.
and you're allowed your own sort of individual sponsors on top of that. That's
Who'll
good.
pay like double, triple.
Is that where you make a lot
Really?
of money
Yeah,
then?
yeah.
Oh, so
Sponsors,
the big money comes more so from the sponsors
Yeah,
sometimes
yeah.
than the actual show
That's
money
most
itself.
sports, though, to be
yeah,
fair, lad,
football,
isn't it?
football's like that as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
You see, this is the thing with like other sports is because they can't say they're on anabolics because they've got it signed in the contract. Oh, you can't say you're using steroids, this and that. They'll lose everything. That's why they don't ever say they use them.
Yeah.
They're always very against them. It's just because they know they lose the contract.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where
Also, it's not
bodybuilding-
actually a moral stance. It is just they've got
Yeah.
their own best interest.
Yeah,
in mind.
100%.
Oh,
But
okay.
I bet they don't state that on bodybuilding.
No, but in
Because they just never
bodybuilding,
done it.
because it's been going on for so long and we've used it for so long, we're all open about it. It's just kind of like, oh yeah, you signed to this supplement company, yeah? But
Yeah.
yeah, he does use anabolics too.
Yeah.
Not going to lie about it.
That's fair enough. I think that's probably
The
like.
best way you can be.
I mean, because especially as well, like I think in other sports, it probably sets the wrong precedent because it's like, oh yeah, I'm a natural athlete. I achieved everything through hard work. It's for people who were trying to get into that and who were
Yeah.
trying to achieve that, it probably sets them off on the wrong foot. as
Lionel
well.
Messi, good example, uses growth hormone openly
Yeah.
because
He
he's
was
got
tiny,
a
weren't he?
he got a prescription because he had dwarfism. I'm sorry, but with dwarfism, you can see it on someone's face.
Yeah.
They have facial things. I could be wrong. I'm not a fucking doctor.
Yeah.
But I mean, you can sort of have an idea.
Yeah.
He was just a smaller lad at the end of the day.
Well, there was something, I don't know whether it was in like an actual documentary or just like a documentary that someone's made and edited together themselves, but I watched something years ago, and it was when he was still in the academies at Barcelona. He was the best player there, but all of the coaches were saying he wouldn't fare up physically at a professional level because he's too small. So the coaches at Barcelona, when he got to like, it was like early teens.
Got him a nice doctor.
Yeah, they put him on, they openly said they put him on growth hormones
yes.
so that like when he got to the professional level, he wouldn't make him any fucking taller, but he was physically
But you reckon
stronger.
that improved his style of play though?
100%.
I think
You reckon,
a lot of it with him, it's body weight and where he,
Low
because
centre of
if
gravity
he
and all
goes
that.
shoulder to shoulder with like with your average fucking
Dominance,
centre back,
yeah.
he's not going to outstrength them. But
yeah.
if he's got just enough strength to put his weight lower down on their body, they can't lean into that thing because they'll go flying.
Yeah, there's a lot to it, you know. And this is the thing too, where I always have this argument, and I've got mates who go, oh yeah, you can't use steroids in boxing because you could kill someone. That's the big, I'm stood there going,
You could anyway.
fucking hell, how many times have you sat in a taxi and the taxi driver's gone, I battered this 6'6" bodybuilder who's on juice, you should have seen it. Yeah. Every Delta taxi driver has ever said, I remember sitting in the back of the car and I used to stay covered, like not a joke, stuff like that, and I was in the back of the car, and there's not many 6'6" bodybuilders in Liverpool. He's literally 2 that I know of, and I know most of them because obviously I'm in the sport. And he was going, he's there for ages, and he was going, yeah, lad, should have seen it. And I had him off, battered him, cracked him. He was only 2 hits. Me hitting him, and his head hitting the floor. It's like, my dad, what's he look like? I went, that's my dad. I've got a mate called Steve. Is this him? And he was going, no, that's not him. I was like, funny, because he's like the only one I know. He was like that height, exactly. And it's like the exact build you just said, and worked on the doors around that area.
I'll bet him now.
And that's literally what I said. I went, I'll ring Steve now. I'll ring him, and the lad was going, his ass is going. And I was like, fucking sick of this shit, man, you know.
Time for another wave from another one of the sponsors. This time, it's T-Trades. Bobby, what does T-Trades offer?
Well, what doesn't T-Trades offer is probably the better question. T-Trades. T-Trades offers live courses on trading with cryptocurrency. She also offers crypto guides, stock market guides, understanding debt guides, and financial freedom guides. Also, if you want to invest with Tyler, please head over to t-trades.com. All the information will be on the website.
Link to it down below in the description.
We love you. So let's talk about your Tourette's for a little minute.
Yeah, go
Because I thought we haven't even spoke about that at all. So was that a later on in life you got diagnosed with that?
So I was in school, mate, and I got diagnosed when I was 18, far too late, right? So I'd already been going through school, going, and fucking twitching at people and barking and everything. You know, shit like that. I've got something called echolalia. I can't pronounce it. Can't even pronounce your own fucking disorder. Yeah, it's like fucking trying to write dyslexia.
How many different Tourette's disorders is there?
2 that I know of.
Okay.
So your corporelia, which is where you'd seen that documentary. That
The Scottish fella and all that?
Yeah.
He's the best him.
that was that whole documentary was
Seen
just
Sparks
fake
as
as
well.
fuck.
Was it?
You know, yeah. So they a lot of trouble over that. Because what they done is they recorded them over like a week period and just recorded when you were having a tick.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And he
So
was trying
it
to set
wasn't
them
his
off.
frequencies, that?
Did you ever see the one where they had like a Tourette's camp in America and they brought a load of British kids over?
I seen that and they're walking around New York going, 9/11.
Yeah, so they're all queued over. The British kids are going, Twin Towers, Neo, bang, bang, and all that.
Lad, it's heavy.
It's heavy, innit? But I haven't got that one.
No.
I've got echolalia, so I'm like a parrot, me. So like a noise I'll hear in the distance, I'll start repeating it, and I won't even know. So your subconscious will take it in without you knowing.
Yeah.
And I'll hear, and for years I was stood there going, this one's a belter, right? I was stood there going, Right? I was going, why am I doing that? I was like, I've heard. We've heard this. I was watching The Simpsons and it popped up. Marge Simpson went, homie. And I was stood there going, I was like, that's it. Marge, you rat.
That's sick.
So what does it feel like? Is it like
A sneeze.
yeah, so you
Really?
physically cannot stop it whatsoever?
No stopping it. I have about a 1 to 2 second window of something in my chest that's good. It feels like you can press a spring and it goes pop. I have 1 second of it going down.
Do you know what's going to come out next?
I have an idea, but not fully. So we used to get quite physical with it.
Yeah.
I used to move my arms, and I'd be scared getting on train tracks. Like obviously, train tracks would be fucked, wouldn't I? But I'd get on the train, like the platform, and I'd be freaking out if any of my family members went across the yellow line because I'd get in the thing to go.
Oh, that's heavy.
That's
You know what I mean?
crazy.
Like, I just want to push like me man on the track. It's not that I wanted to.
Yeah.
But in my head, I'd be like, going,
Yeah.
What if it is do?
yeah, and she'd be looking at me going, you're like, oh, no.
Get off the train.
Yeah, we're getting a taxi. We're getting a taxi.
I'd be
We're getting a job and I'm going to
and
spark
I used to have one and I go, and it felt boss.
Danny had that in London. Danny had that in London the other day.
Yeah, fucking hell.
As we were in London the other day, right? And people were just walking towards us and you just go,
No, because we were in the car and like people were just walking past and like throwing you going like round the corner and like it's in like a little busy street, so you're going round quite slow. People just look in the car. So I'd be minding my own business and they're looking at me, so I just go. like we got back
Like a child in the back.
there's people in like fucking expensive restaurants having the scram where we're walking past and Danny just clock eye contact and
So,
go.
the way I looked at it, right, I do it all the time as well, right, and I
25.
no, right, it's one of them, lad, like the way I look at it, I'll do something, especially in London, I'm not from there, I don't know when the next time it is I'm going to be there, I walk past the window and go, through the window, I'm going to forget that in like a day. But there's going to be, like, probably years later, they'll be sat with the mates and go, remember when we were having something to eat in that restaurant and that kid walked past them through the window? It's just funny.
I mean, like, I'll probably have the exact same when I've fucking been screaming bread at someone. And thought not to have it. Do you know what I mean?
What,
like,
man?
No, honestly, that was the worst day of my life. That, you know, when in Asda, and I was like, bread. And I was like, why am I saying bread? And I was like, somehow, woman's traumatized, looking at me, and I'm going, bread. She wants to think, fucking, nah, something short with that bread.
I know you got diagnosed at 18, but when did you start, like, noticing it?
13. Literally, a kid walked past me in school and went like that with his eyes. And then I went, fuck, have I just done that for? And then I couldn't stop doing it. I was walking around like that all day. I've got a massive neck, not from bodybuilding, from doing that all the fucking time. Do you know what I mean? So it's just little things like that.
You know, if you think about it,
Yeah.
does it happen more? Like, there's the times when it's
do, yeah.
quite fucking compressed, and there's other times where it's over the top.
Like, because you haven't been, like, I'm not saying you're bad, but when we were talking about it, then you started fucking
because it's
tick
part
off
of
on
the
one.
brain, you safe. So dopamine, it mans the opposite of Parkinson's. Tourette's syndrome is the opposite of Parkinson's. They have no dopamine, I have overactive dopamine. So this is the problem when I'm using the phone. So all social media is designed to spike dopamine.
Yeah.
Everything in your life that makes you happy spikes dopamine. For me, that's horrific because that makes me tick.
Yeah.
It makes me get
You
muscle
must have some
spasms.
mad wanks, like.
Bread!
So is yours not so much verbal then?
It can be, but it's mostly like mouth movements and like twitches with my eyes and my neck, and like it's more motor related. I do get some. I squeeze my stomach all the time. I'm scared to fart on someone. You know what I mean? But I just go like that.
Sorry, this is something I wanted to ask, 'cause I was thinking about it before, and like obviously with you doing bodybuilding, did you never worry that, like, let's say you're benching, what if you're halfway up?
Oh no, yeah, this is a big thing, like, because your brain's activated differently when you're focused. So if you've got supreme focus and you're in the fight or flight, you're not going to tick because the dopamine's not coming into effect.
Is that
okay?
Do you know what I mean?
Is that like similar to
That's why when you drive.
Gareth Gates? I don't know if you're too young.
Gareth Gates
remember,
of all
remember
people,
Gareth.
no, but remember Gareth Gates was on
Yeah.
Pop Idol
Yeah.
and he had a bad fucking tick, didn't he?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
he'd stutter and he'd stutter all the time, but then he'd
That's
sing a 3-minute song, perfect, and didn't stutter once. And then as soon as the song finished, he'd be like, and going for it.
Do that again.
Like, so is that because he's fight or flight, he's heightened, he's singing,
Yeah.
and that's why it did never come out?
Yeah, loads of people with Tourette's end up like at the best at whatever they do if they're focused on something. So like music, because it's the moment you can get away from it. Weight training for me. Do you know what I mean?
Scranning for me.
I mean, Everton's old goalie keeper,
Tim Howard,
Tim Howard,
yeah.
David,
Shit, yeah.
David Beckham's got it.
Has he?
Yeah, have a look. He popped up. I just don't know. Said athletes with Tourette's syndrome. I was like, fucking hell, David Beckham.
I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
loads of people do. Do you know what I mean?
That's crazy.
There's
that.
so many. If you type in, there's so many people you'd never have thought of. Have it?
How do you deal with it? Is it?
I don't.
Is
Just fucked.
Is it like is it bread? I mean,
I buy the bread.
how can I word this? It doesn't sort of set you back. Does it piss you off having it?
Oh yeah.
Does it? But piss you
Yes.
off having it?
Yes.
As I said before, the media make it out to be something different.
Yeah.
Like, do you ever feel judged?
Oh yeah, it's horrible. It's horrible because like I can laugh about it and stuff, but you know when like I've seen the extreme on it too. I've seen kids where like basically if you go to stab yourself, you're not going to stab yourself. But a kid with Tourette's, if he has a tick, he will put a knife in himself without any pain.
Yeah.
Wow.
I've seen that.
That's
I've
heavy.
seen kids tied down, screaming in agony, because bear in mind, it's a muscle spasm. You've got so many muscles in your body that you don't know of. I've had tics behind the eyeball with my eyes, like twisted. My heart itself is clenched. It affects every muscle in the body. This is the scary thing people don't realise when they talk about it. It's so fucking severe. And you know what I mean? If you ever had a spasm in your foot? And you go, fucking hell.
Yeah.
Well, I have that every 3 seconds somewhere in the body. So it's very painful, yeah.
Shit.
Fuck off.
Yeah.
Scatty that.
Yeah.
It's good that though, like the thing you're doing professionally, sort of takes you away from it as well.
Yeah, it does. And it's cool as well, because if you beat anyone, go, you got beat by a disabled fella. Bodybuilding. How mad is
that
that?
woman who was getting married, you're trying to shag her.
Is there anything you can take for Tourette's? I don't really know much about it. I'm not really much
these stuff where
Stats.
fucking does work, you know. It does help sometimes. Emotional cycles, I feel great on them.
But yeah, is there anything you can take properly? Like
yeah, so the stuff that they give makes you like a complete zombie, and it's not a life you want to live. Do you know what I mean? You just like drooling and stuff. Fucking cat. That's a good idea. But yeah.
I've got a kid there.
Let's go, lads. But yeah, so it'll make you like a zombie. I don't want to live like that. You know, life.
I reckon weed would be a good thing for that.
But weed and me don't get on.
Imagine being halfway through rolling a joint and you go, oh shit.
No, lads. Me and weed. I swear, lad, I've done that a few times. It's not even a joke. I've had it once where I had a gas mask bong on and went. And blew it out.
Got it.
Livid. Johnny, I was like, I've just fucking set this all up on me head.
Put this big strap on your face.
The one thing I was told not to do was blowing it. Do you know what I mean?
That's heavy, you know. Have you ever had it where you'd be rolling a joint and then you'd have it sick and you go, oh,
Yeah, I've done that, yeah.
That's heavy.
I'd love to see you goosing a bird.
Yeah, well, thanks.
Just to see your ticks down.
With or without Tourette's?
No,
just have a
It
wank
doesn't
or
do it
something.
when I'm having sex. As I say,
Oh shit, yeah, because you're focused on it. Oh
Yeah,
fucking hell.
so I'm not stood
Imagine playing your bed, just going
start shouting someone else's name.
End up inflating it.
big puff of it.
Queefing all over.
Comes out looking like SpongeBob driving and stuff.
I'm gay. Oh no, I can blend it though. Fucking stick in your ass. I mean, I was a tick. I mean,
Depending on how you react to it, in that one.
I was a tick. Fucking stop bullying me.
That's sick, you know.
Your man likes it like this. Oh, sorry.
Your sister's better at that. Ah, fuck this Tourette's, man.
It's rough. That's the thing I feel.
I've got to live with this.
You know what I mean?
You ever like barked at a dog and then it's trying to attack you?
Nah, but I've put my hands through a teacher's head before, you know.
Go on.
Because, right,
Elaborate.
so this teacher I couldn't stand, and I was in college, right, and every other teacher knew I had it. So they didn't say nothing, they ignore me in the room when I'd be clapping. I'd go. I was like, So apologise after this. You know, little seal. Right. You know, literally.
I've got a question. Oh, go on. Go on.
And she came up to me and she thought I was faking it, and I stood there and I was going, I'm not faking it. And she was like, And I was like, nah, I'm fuming now. She came up to me and I went, you need to go away because I'm about to put my fingers through your head. And she was like, what? She's like, what? Mortified? What the fuck? And I went, like, through your head. And I was like, I'm so sorry for this.
Sorry, this is happening to you.
Right.
Sucks to be you.
Yeah. Here's a question for you. Have you ever played on it?
Nah.
Never played on it. I mean, like, have you ever seen a dickhead walking down the road and you go, you little wanker? No, it's just the tick that lad, sorry, you know what I mean?
I wouldn't be able to not do that, I don't think.
You'd think you will, but because you're doing it every 3 seconds anyway, you can't really.
Yeah.
I'm really concerned about doing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I don't see any benefit from it. You just end up getting filled in.
Yeah.
You know? No one believes you.
Like that.
Yeah.
You know?
Fuck cunt! I'm begging.
You do that really well, to be fair.
Does he?
Yeah.
How well do you know him, lad?
I know, he's fucking nice. Been watching me. We're both like that, just know.
Yeah, I'm getting his end out.
Yeah, it's fucking mad. I had to put the telly like that.
I was proper slouching in the couch like that. And I was like sitting in your slouch to get some comfy and a bit tired. I went to sit up like that and I fucking bolted the telly.
You just went like that, but the telly like you.
Oh, I didn't hear you say that.
I've got a sore neck off that for 2 minutes.
Yeah, exactly. I'm doing that my whole life.
Your neck must be insane.
Imagine me as a baby.
But it's mad though. I wonder
Nose
why
diving.
like you never had it before you were 13. Do you reckon it's got something to do with like puberty or
Could
something?
be, yeah. I think that's when it triggers a little bit, you know what I mean?
That's fucking. What's
Which
the
is
science
mad
behind
because
it?
I was well younger than that when I went through puberty as well.
Yeah.
Like I was like, I think I was a fucking anomaly, lads. Unless
Danny's only just started.
Ah, fella was there putting fucking testosterone in me. I was in the fucking
Yeah.
mate, I was in-
Formulate.
I remember
Fucking
being
sus and decker in your bottle.
mate, I was in year 6 and I was like, that, you alright? All the other kids are looking at you like something's wrong with
So
him.
the science behind it then is just.
I was in college, me.
So
Yeah.
the science behind it then is it just because of dopamine then?
Swear that.
So is there nothing you can take to lower your dopamine? Would that stop
but
it?
you bear in mind that affects your mood too. So if
Oh,
I'm
okay.
depressed, I'm not gonna tick. Do you know what I mean? If I'm focused, I'm not
Just
gonna
gonna
tick.
fucking cut your
So
own
imagine
wrists.
the only time
Yeah.
I'm not ticking in pain is when I'm in pain.
Yeah,
Do you know?
yeah.
Shit, that
Fucking
is.
hell, that's a mad one,
Yeah,
that
innit? It's like, oh, Connie, you're not ticking today. I know, lad.
I know.
It's been rough.
Just going through it like that, aren't
And then he goes to end and he opens the paracetamol and goes, fucking hell, that's everywhere. Can't take them.
So yeah, it's fucked though. Like I haven't got TikTok because fucking sets me off.
Sorry.
I like, was that a joke?
I haven't got TikTok.
It sets me off.
Just tick.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it's just the one hand in it.
Really? Yeah, so just watching fucking videos
Yeah,
and just catch it
but
up.
it's all designed to spike
Yeah.
dopamine.
That's what
Yeah.
social media does. That's why so many people get hooked on it, especially people who are depressed because it's the only dopamine hit they get. It's all algorithm based, so they like a
Mangles me.
video or something that makes them happy. It promotes more of that to them, so it gives them the dopamine.
Yeah,
that's it.
absolutely mangoes me. I end up looking like fucking Michael Jordan from Space Jam after being on it for 10 minutes. Do you know what I mean? A little ball and that.
What? Black?
Yeah, 6'7". Need to be on this more.
So with the yellow vest on and everything.
Black just chasing your Looney Tunes everywhere. And is there any like supplements you can take to heighten dopamine?
Yeah,
Yeah,
loads.
MDMA.
Cocaine.
Yeah.
Cocaine's a
I
hell of a
didn't even
drug.
think of this.
Gary's.
Yeah,
Take loads of meat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you just go on a sick one on the Gary's?
Airways mint. Cheers for you.
Yeah, remember that?
So would you go on a sick one and if you just got on the Gary's?
I've had them in the past, like.
And
I
not-
just had the boss time.
Yeah.
He just looked like the techno Viking. Anyone remember the video? Do you remember it?
Yeah,
He was
yeah.
sick in, yeah.
He's just Ragnar Lothbrok, lad. Do you know
Lad,
Ragnar
innit?
Lothbrok?
Mate, my hair's well long now. I always keep it tucked up, lad. I look like one of the Smurfs in a
That
minute.
is
do you know what I mean?
so...
That is very long, actually.
Yeah.
It looks.
Go like that. Go lift it right
Lad,
up.
I
You
look
look
like
like a
one
nice
of the
gem.
fucking minions, don't I? Yeah,
No, lad, you look like them little mad trolls from years ago.
yeah.
Remember them ones? I swear. Oh, that's
So have you got anything coming up? You're saying, oh shit! You said you're training other lads now as well to go into shows.
yeah.
You got a specific group of people who you train, or,
Yeah,
or
I've got-
you're just a PT in your
I've
spare
got me
time as well?
training partner called Johnny. He's a fucking unit.
Yeah.
Like, literally.
Big fella,
like
G-Unit.
Mate, he's huge. I train with him. He's an open bodybuilder. So
Yeah.
it's mad that we all train together because we're both different classes.
Yeah.
It works well.
Is it different training?
No, same training. It's
Oh,
just
is it?
different food and different drugs.
Oh, okay.
And then me coach Barry in training station with like
Where'd you
So-
train?
train station 2.
Where's that?
It's in Wavertree.
Shout out
That's-
to training station.
Yeah.
Sick, you know.
Is that just a...
Santa Marcel.
is that just a...
Marcel's a unit, lad.
Is that just a body...
So I'm stood around there and we look like a fucking Neapolitan ice cream. lad.
Neapolitan,
We do,
for
we-
example.
I call it. I'm obviously fucking strawberry, aren't I?
Nobody blonde. Is that just a bodybuilding gym, that is it?
Yeah, well, it's got everything now. It's gone a bit bigger, but it's the best of the bodybuilders go to this gym, in my opinion, before everyone starts getting rattled up. But yeah,
Means Annie needs to go.
yeah.
Oh,
You do,
yeah.
Pops, it's
Yeah.
fucking good.
Give us a workout.
Mate, Natasha Jonas trains there too. It's her family who owns it.
Is she a bodybuilder?
The boxer. World
off.
They
champion.
do fighting in that there because
Yeah,
Kyle Gallagher used to train there for years
Yeah,
as well. Is he still there or not?
yeah, the Smith brothers go there
Yeah.
too.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
Really,
sick, you
really
know.
good gym.
Yeah, it is
It
brilliant.
must be good then as well, especially when you're training even for the show, to be around athletes
Yeah.
of that caliber. It must sort
Yeah.
of be quite
Mate,
inspiring.
your
the gym.
environment is everything.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you're around losers, you'll be a loser. If you're around winners, you're going to be a winner.
Are you training every day, like 3 times a day? Or like,
5 days a week.
is
Yeah.
that once a day?
I have 2 days on, 1 day off. 2 days on, 1 day off.
How many hours
That's
you
good.
train, would you say?
Well, I'm in there longer because I love a little gab and that.
Yeah.
So, like, I'm in there for about 2 hours, but me training itself is like 1 hour.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's good then.
So it's you enjoy it. You like seeing the people.
Yeah.
You see them every day. You have a laugh with them. Do you know
Yeah,
what I mean?
socialising, innit?
The only difference between all them is like everyone's got their own life and they go away. I like me weed now. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Munchies while I'm in my off season.
Yeah.
Right, when I was saying before about weed being my worst enemy, right?
Yeah.
These are brilliant stories. These
Go
are
ahead,
brilliant
go on.
stories. Right, so
Do you want us to cut them out or can we keep them in?
we keep this in.
Yeah, come on,
These
come
are
on then.
belters. So when I had it, right, I used to smoke when I was younger a bit, and I didn't really like. I done it a lot, so it didn't do anything to me. It just didn't affect me.
Yeah.
And I stopped doing it for ages. And I was in my mate on Rice Lane, and he was passing about White Widow. And I was
Remember White Widow back in the day?
Mate, that was just heroin.
I used to put you in a-
that was sprayed. I am convinced.
Yeah.
Right, and he was whacking it around, and we're all out having a bit, and I'm going like this. It's fuck all that, mate. So, really big bollocks over
Give us
there.
another one,
Smoked
man.
it since I was a kid. Nogsy. You know what I mean? I was thinking, not in this, right? So I go out and walk into this shop, lad. Oh, lad. And I'm going, something right? Hold up.
Hold up, wait a minute.
And I'm in the middle of the shop in Rice Lane, right? And I'm in the queue. I've got my Lucozade, I've got my Space Raiders, all that shit.
What
right?
flavour?
It was the beef one.
Beef ones are the best
Right.
ones.
Pickled onion.
Pickled onion.
And
Yeah,
orange
respect.
Luco and beef space don't even go well together, but you're stoned, everything goes well.
Yeah.
Remember spicy Transformers?
Oh,
the best.
And you used to put the little circles on his wheels, didn't you?
And you'd never get every wheel on.
No.
Never.
No.
There'd never be enough
It'd be a
wheels for
trike,
the
wouldn't it?
amount of frames
it's a
ever.
joke, weren't it? Right, so anyway, so I was in there and I was stood in the queue, and my brain just decided to do its own thing. And the fella at the front got an argument with the fella on till, and all he was doing, right, was going, fuck that, I'm not paying that, and passed the back of the till. My brain went, he's fucking robbing the shop. So I fucking bounce out of there, right? I'm fucking running with my Space Raiders like this with my fucking
Luco's fizzing up in the
Mate,
bottom.
I'm bouncing down the road. I can hear someone running after me. I'm thinking, it's him. He thinks I'm a witness. Do you know what I mean? I'm running.
You've got to be Space Raiders.
I thought, oh, this is he. He's got a gun. Do you know what I mean? I'm running for my life, mate. I'm fucking bouncing down the road. What it is the fella in the shop. I was so scared of someone else robbing the shop that I robbed the shop. So I'm now flying, mate. You saying about wouldn't have caught this fucking scouser. You know what I mean? I'm gone, mate. Right? And then I was sat against the wall. I was like, whoa.
I hope the shopkeeper's okay.
Heavy that. And I look at my mate. And bear in mind, I haven't sussed that it was me who robbed the shop. And I look at my mate like as if it was you. And I went, heavy that, wasn't it? Right? And he's looking at me. And then I'm going in my head, he's looking at me for a bit too long there. I don't like that. Is there something wrong with me? And I was going, ah. And I'm looking at the floor, right? And then he starts getting freaked out because he hears me go, ah, looking at the floor. So he looks at the floor and I look back at him and go, ah. And we just spent a good 10 minutes of looking at each other independently going,
Just going scatty.
right? And then another time I've had it, right? We stood there and I was in my mate's fucking like loft thingy and we're smoking it out of a bottle bong. Right, a proper plastic thing. I inhaled more plastic, that's probably
Yeah,
what it is. Right, it's horrible, right? And I'm doing it and then I'm going, that's again, it was White Widow. Why did they keep doing it? Right? And I stood there and I went, this, and all my vision just went, shoo. Like panoramic, so all around 3D, and I was like, "This is not just weird, right?" And then all of a sudden, I'm looking, I'm going, ah, and the whole room went massive. Found out it's called Alice in Wonderland syndrome. You get it from set drugs, so it mustn't have just been weird. And the whole room just goes, woof, and I'm going, ah, and then I'm stoned that on my cake because I've got weed in it too. So my heart starts going, dum 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 dum, and it starts going so quick, it's going, and I'm going, I'm gonna die, right? And I got freaked out and I was like, oh no, I'm dead. My ma's gonna kill me. Right? My brain's not working here. My ma's gonna kill me because I've died. And she's like fucking, I'm thinking, she's gonna kill me, she's batting me and everything. Right, so I think, I'm gonna fool my brain. I'm smarter than my brain. I'm gonna pretend to fall asleep. And I'm going to trick it and I'll wake up and I'll be fine. So I jump on the bed going... I'm going, fucking had him off here, haven't I?
Pat him off him.
I look at me mate's bed. I just started coming down from him. I'm still making the noise going... Open my eyes like that. And I went... Ignore me, lad.
Silly down, getting off me. Like.
I was looked on and went, don't even judge me. And then he looks at me, he starts laughing, he sneezes, and then it hits him. And then he goes, me fingers, they're on fire. Isn't this mad, lad? There's fire on me fingers. And I'm going, it's not nice, is it? It's horrible.
I remember one of the first times I ever smoked weed, and like, there was this lad who used to smoke weed with in school. And like his dad would go out every Friday. And so there was me, him, and then one of my other mates who were mates with back in the day. We went down, and like, I used to get dead bad migraines when I was a kid. And I got a migraine while I was stoned, and it was only like the second or third time I'd ever smoked weed.
Yeah.
So I was sitting in this room and I could feel this proper bad migraine coming on, and I was like, don't it, white or something in front of these lads. So I was like, I'm just going for the piss, lad. And then he's like, all right, great, I'll be back in 2 minutes. So I went to the downstairs toilet, don't know what, like, which made them suspicious things with the bog next door. So I'm sat against the fucking toilet in this downstairs bathroom like that, just proper cradling myself. And because the headache got that bad and I was stoned and I was going scatty, I started crying in this bathroom, man. I started crying in the bathroom. And one of the lads just come down and opened the door to me and like, lad, what are you doing? But I didn't want them to know I was crying because I had a headache, and I was like, oh, lad, my dad's just texted me, my brother's been rushed into hospital. I'm going to have to go home. So I walked home in the pissing down rain with this fucking horrible, my head's going, boom, 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 this fucking bad headache. And then I got in. My dad was like, are you alright? I was like, yeah, I'm sorry, shut up, I'm going to bed.
Lad, I was like, I get this. Like, talking about, like, that's everything. Talking about, like, fucking making something up and that.
Your dad's alive, isn't he?
Yeah. It's Tupac. No, fuck it, I'm not asking, I'm going to say it.
Go on.
There we go.
David's expert.
I don't care, you broke your elbow.
David's expert, right? So fucking, David was over here, and then him and his bird disappeared, moved away. No one knew where they were for ages. No, that just went off the radar. They moved to Ireland. David went back to Ireland. And the only reason people found out where they were was his bird, his ex-bird, had a job in a hotel in the town, and she wanted a day off. So she said her sister died of cancer. So the hotel, because of a record, got like a Mars home address and sent flowers to her address to say, like, congratulations, sorry about the death of your daughter. And all that, lad, she weren't even dead. And then I had a delivery address from my hotel in Ireland.
God, that's so heavy.
Mate.
Thanks for getting this far on the podcast.
Now for a little word from our sponsor, Orange County CBD. Put them on the screen now. Here we go. Orange County CBD, use code Happenin10 at checkout and you get 10% off all orders on all products, whether that be your CBD oils, you've got your jellies, you've got your vapes, which are a healthier alternative to the likes of your disposable vapes with the nicotine in. And now they're also doing a skincare range as well. So if you want gleaming skin like ours, Orange County CBD, and use code Happenin10 in the checkout for 10% off all of your orders.
We love you.
Right, I think we're going to call that an episode, you know.
For fucking ages.
Connor, thank you so much for coming down. I appreciate it. Have you got anything coming up before we go? You want to promote? You want to plug anything?
Yeah, so if anyone's after getting in like shape or whatever, like whether it's bodybuilding or a wedding or whatever, drop me a message.
What's your Instagram? You can put it on the screen.
At Connor Page Bodybuilder. Drop us a message on there, and then we'll sort out a plan and coaching and getting in there.
Lovely stuff.
You heard it here first, folks. Big up Technicals as well. Boom.
All the links to our social media down in the description. You'll find Connor's link to his Instagram. Is it your Instagram you use mostly?
Yeah, man.
His Instagram will be down below in the description. Link to the Patreon down there. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. We love you. See you in the next one.